Hello, welcome back to Pitch Side. Gunner Louie here. Now, something that I failed to mention earlier. Yes, the New Year's resolution hasn't lasted long. Haven't really tried it yet, but one day at a time. Anyway, now, going back a few years, right, at Arsenal, especially in the Ivory days, we had a player called Thierry Henry, right? Now, to opposing fans, he must have come across, especially when he scored, one of the most arrogant motherfuckers you could ever come across. He was like, yeah, fuck it. Some of the, when I look back at it, I was bloody hell, Sarah, you're pushing the boundaries a bit, and you have your arrogance. But it was that roguish, lovable, I know I'm the fucking best arrogance. Which is the best kind of arrogance, because it's not a nasty arrogance. It's just a good arrogance. Yeah. Now, I think I took Arteta wrong at first. I just thought he was an arrogant prick. Right? But I actually think Arteta has got a good arrogance about him. The way he has dealt with the Aubameyang situation has been flawless. Flawless. It couldn't. 5 wins out of 5. $19 goals. Sorry, just to stop there for a minute. Yeah. So, Thomas Tuchel, very arrogant. But again, in his own way, brilliantly arrogant. Now, I would say Thomas Tuchel has one more Champions League than Romelu Lukaku will ever win in his career. From what he did 3 weeks ago at Sky Italia. Whatever it was. He's embarrassed, humiliated Roman Abramovich, which you do not do. And that goes for the Chelsea board, Bruce Buck, whoever's still there, and is he still there? I think he is. And the Chelsea fans, which as a rival fan base we've got little respect for, but they're football fans at the end of the day. I don't know how. I expect they admire Arteta for the way he's dealt with Aubameyang. And they're going to want to see some action from Tuchel. Like from Arteta towards Lukaku. Yeah. And how he goes about this is going to be very difficult. But it's going to have to be the right decision. He's going to have to be dropped, ruthlessly dropped. I think he's going to have to be given Aubameyang treatment. Unfortunately for Lukaku, he's got no African nations to fuck off to. Well, it's gone out anyway, so that's that. But, big test for Tuchel's management. I think Lukaku should be made to train on his own for the foreseeable future, like Aubameyang. Totally different cases, but similar in disrespecting the club, not to the height of Lukaku. Lukaku has taken it to the next level. I mean, you spend £100 million on a player. He's not even at your club 6 months, and he's flirting with his ex. Saying he wish he'd never left. And if that happened to Arsenal, say we went and got my dream man, Dusan Vlahovic, and he come out 6 months later and started saying this, it'd break my fucking heart. You gotta be so careful in transfer market. Especially when you're spending big dollar. And you wouldn't expect that from Lukaku with his history with Chelsea. With his relationships with people like Didier Drogba. He must be feeling so crap about what's been going on at Chelsea. It's not Chelsea's fault. They're riddled with injuries and can't play the way maybe Tuchel wants them to play. Like I said in the video previous, Chelsea rely heavily on their wing-backs. They're a wing-back team. Chilwell mainly, or Alonso, or Reece James. Them two players are integral to the way Chelsea play football. Not just scoring goals, but the way the whole game flows through Chelsea's attack and defence goes through their fullbacks. That's how Tuchel plays his game. It's a big part of his game. This is a big test for Tuchel. If Tuchel can come out of it the other side, I have a lot more respect than I have for him now. Because I'm telling you now, on the quiet, a lot of people are getting respect for Arteta and the way he's dealt with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And with a bit of luck, a swap deal for Coutinho looks like it could be on the cards till each respective contract ends. Then they'll both be free agents, and I think that could be the best for both. We don't really need a player in his position. That's the only point. But anything to get Aubameyang out of the club is a rotten egg. Just like Lukaku, he's a rotten egg now. You don't want Lukaku around the dressing room, you don't want him around the pitch, you don't want him around the training ground. He needs to train on his own, in my opinion, and go from there. And let Roman and the hierarchy and Tuchel decide his fate. Because, 100 million, who on earth in Europe has got £100 million or euros to spend on a player who, let's get it right, system or not, ain't cutting it in the Premier League. Good tradesmen blame their tools. Sorry, bad tradesmen blame their tools. Good tradesmen just get on with it. Lukaku, you're a bad tradesman. You're blaming your tools. Just get on with your job. Put the ball in the net for Chelsea. That's your job. Not spouting off on Sky Italia on how much you miss Milan, Inter, Lautaro Martinez, blah blah, fucking blah. When in reality, the majority of the supporters there hated you. Whether that was a racial thing or not, I do believe it is, because it comes from the ultras, who are famously racist. Relevant. I just see this as a big prop for Mikel Arteta's ruthlessness and arrogance. That arrogance becoming a ruthlessness that I love. I'm starting to really love it. Arteta is a cocky, arrogant bastard sometimes. Sometimes it really fucking winds me up. And now he started getting results, and to be fair, he's been getting results all season. He's just had a few dodgy results. 6, in fact. We only had 2 draws, and the rest we've won. That's why, even if we get beat by City today, we will still be in the top 4. Going into the Tottenham game. Anyway, up the Arsenal today. Come on, Mikel's boys. I know you got COVID, Mikel. I know you'll be watching on Zoom, giving your pep talks. If Fernandinho plays, he's the key. We've got to smother him and show him up for the old man he is. And show our youthfulness. Give João Cancelo a shock of his life. Well, the worst thing Pep could do today. Actually, I'm thinking wrong. Cancelo normally plays on the left, so he'd come up against Saka, which makes more sense. Saka's been on fire, so he'd want to keep. It was only the other night when they played Brentford or someone else. He changed it up and put Cancelo on the other side and Nathan Ake, as Big Steve calls him, Nathan Ake. I hope Nathan Ake is up against Gabriel Martinelli today, because he is. Fernandinho in the middle. Happy days. Bring on C. I'll be regretting that come 2 after when we're 3-0 up, 3 or 4-1 down, won't I? Stop being so negative. Positive mental attitude. 3-2 Arsenal. Come on, you Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.